Hey everyone! So this is just going to be a really quick tutorial to show you how to access the files that I provide for free on my blog. I create files that you can use with your cutting machines and also files that are in PDF format and actually all the different formats. So depending on which cutting machine you have, you should be able to find a file in my library for that. I update it all the time. This is a new blog, so I don't have that many right now, but I am constantly updating it. So stay tuned and come back and check frequently. All right, so to get to my blog, you want to go to createswithlove.com. This is my website. From here, you want to click on Resource Library. We're having some problems with our internet, so bear with me if there's a little lag time. All right, so right here, let's upload this one. It's my latest project right now. It's called Summer Vibes Files. So you just single click on it here. As you saw, it quickly took that file all the way up here to your download section. So click on it one time and then on the file. Now, I just tested it a moment ago. That's why you see two there now. So actually, let me just clear this one and get it out of the way. Okay, we'll do it again. So Summer Vibe Files, takes it on up to the top. We're going to click on it. This is what you would see. The quickest way to get to the files actually is to right click on where it says Summer Vibes Files and choose Open. And there's all your files, and you can see all of the different formats here. Now for Cricut, I like to use the SVG files, which you can find right here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of move this to the side because I want to show you something that some people I've found out are not aware of, and that is how easily you can move your files into Design Space without having to browse and look. I think that's one of the biggest complaints I hear about is people keep losing their files. So we don't need this here, so I'm just going to go ahead and close out of it. And I'm going to open up. Let's close this. We don't need that. We're going to open up Design Space, which I already had it open here. All right, so we're going to pretend this is a brand new project. So we're going to click on New Project. Okay, so some default stuff getting rid of. Okay, so here we are. We're in Design Space, and we're going to click on Upload because what we're going to do is upload those files that we just unzipped. So click Upload. Now here you can see I've done this several times today, testing different things. Okay, so basically, pretend like these weren't even here. You want to click on Upload Image. Now, here's the tricky part that most people aren't aware of. If you hit Browse here, then you have to go through, okay, I want it where, you have to remember where it was saved and all of that, yada, yada, yada. So, but a lot of people don't even see this part where it says drag and drop file here. So basically, that's the easiest and quickest way to get your files right into the Design Space. So like I said before, we want the SVG one, which is right here. We're just going to click on it with my left finger, so left click and hold on to it as you drag it. So I've left clicked it and I'm dragging it, and you see here how Design Space turned green, and then just release your mouse, let go of it, and it automatically loads the file for you. Yay, super quick and easy. All right, so here it named it what I named it, which was Summer Vibes with Two Chairs. You can change the name if you want or keep it as it is. And then you could recommend tags. So depending on how many files you have, if you're like me, you have a ton of files. So I recommend using tags so that you can keep track and easily find something in the future. So for this, I'm going to put summer phrases. And then I'm going to click Save. Okay, so it put it right here for us. So in order to get it into Design Space, into our matte area, you want to highlight it one time so you get the green box around the file. And then in the lower right hand corner, just put Insert Image. And there's your image. So I know that a lot of you are probably very familiar with Design Space, but in case you're a newbie, I'll show you something really, really quick. And that is when I added the files, I grouped everything together. So everything is happily proportioned together. I can use this arrow here in the bottom right hand corner and put my mouse on it and drag it out. I can make it whatever size I want, but it stays happy in the proportion that I designed it as. Now with some files you can unlock it and you could do all kinds of funny things with them. You can make them go super wide and just, you know, kind of morph them in all different ways. That doesn't really work with this file because I designed it specifically to be proportionate. So what you want to do is, in this case, I'm just going to hit the back button so that it puts it back how it was. So now it's in proportion. Alrighty, now that we've got that out of the way, I want to also show you that these files are all grouped together as one. That's why you're seeing this rectangle around the file. If you want to make changes like I do, I want to change the colors to the infusible ink transfer sheet that I'm going to use. And I want to change the summer vibes to a different color too. So depending on what you want to do with it, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. And I have an upcoming video where I'm going to be making this very project too. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do in order to change the colors and make this color of the summer vibes different from the chairs, I'm going to first ungroup the files. So now we could actually move these. I don't really want to move them. I want to keep them where they are, but I do want to put a rectangle around the two chairs. So I'm selecting that whatever change I'm going to make is going to happen to both of those chairs. I'm going to go up to the color station and it shows black. I want to click on it. I'm going to change them to red because I happen to know that's the color I'm going to be using. Now, while I'm in the color section, and I do have, whoops, I had them grouped. Let me regroup them. I'm going to go ahead and click attach. Now, the reason I'm doing this is so that the chairs are now attached together, but they're attached in such a way that the spacing will remain the same. So I'll show you how that comes into play here in a little bit. So now the summer vibes is already grouped together. So we knew that by seeing how it is over here in one little rectangle. So I'm going to change the color while this is highlighted, and I'm going to change it to yellow because it's just bright and it's going to remind me that I need to use the printed infusible ink transfer sheet that I have planned for this project. Alright, so now we don't have all this grouped together, but we have it in the colors that I wanted it. So I would like to group them together. That way our chairs and everything stay proportionate with each other. So I select my rectangle around the entire area, and then I click on group. Okay, so now we can drag this all around just like before. Everything stays proportionate, so depending on what size, I'm going to be making a big picture frame with it. So, you know, I have the size in mind that I want, and if I needed to change it, I could change it up in the area where you can change the height and the width. But for now, this is perfect, and this is what I'm going to do. So if I clicked on make it, like say this is the size I wanted, I would click on make it. It's going to automatically put it on the colored mats that we need. So red for the red chairs, and see how they're the same proportionate size together. So they're attached together to make it easy for you to line up your project. And since this is going to be an infusible ink transfer, we want to mirror this image. You always want to mirror when you're doing infusible ink projects. If it were vinyl, you would be putting it flat down just like the picture is, and you wouldn't need to mirror it. So only for the infusible ink, and if you're doing iron-on, you might want to mirror it as well, but this is not going to be an iron-on project. So I'm going to click on the yellow mat because I want to mirror this as well with the infusible ink. There we go, we have it mirrored, which just means it just flips it around. And then I would click on continue and continue on with my project. So I'm going to leave it right here. My next video actually is going to be this very project, and you can watch me do it from the beginning of here all the way to the end project. So I hope that this helps. I've been getting a lot of questions on how to unzip files and then also how to get them to Design Space. I created 2 videos, one for Mac and one for Windows, so whichever you use, I hope this really helps. So I hope to be seeing you around. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share. I could use all the views I can get right now. I'm just beginning, and I want to be here to help you all. So take care and have a great day. Bye.